Hey bros, as you probably know, Christmas is right around the corner. With that, quite a few kids like to ask for Nerf blasters or give Nerf blasters to their friends. So this video is my top 5 hot gifts for the 2015 Christmas. Target for this video is parents who have Nerfy children and they say, oh, all these Nerf blasters look the same, what the heck do I get them? And also to the Nerf bros who are trying to formulate their list and they might just be forgetting a few of the Nerf blasters. So here's my top 5 list for the Nerf blasters for the 2015 Christmas. Keep in mind, this list is composed of newer Nerf blasters. If you want something that came out in 2014, won't be included in this list. Starting out with number 5, the Nerf Lawbringer. The Lawbringer came out in late summer or early fall. This one is a spring-powered blaster that takes regular elite darts. Spring power is convenient as a gift because you don't have to include batteries and there's no pressure there at all for an added accessory. It also accepts Nerf Elite darts, which most Nerfers that use Nerf brand gear have. It's not a proprietary ammo or something that's rare at all. So this is a great gift option that should be well received by most Nerfers. I think it's a pretty cool blaster. This one retails for about $35 US. I'll have a buy link in the description box below for this blaster and everything I mentioned in this video. So that's number 5, the Nerf Lawbringer. Number 4, the Nerf Elite Alpha Trooper XD. This blaster is a repaint of the Nerf Elite Alpha Trooper that comes with an orange shell. This is going to be well received by many Nerfers because a lot of people were very disappointed when the blue one was discontinued. For whatever reason, Hasbro decided to discontinue this one. Quite a few Nerfers were upset because it's a phenomenal blaster. Just like the Lawbringer, it's spring powered, so no batteries are necessary. This one also takes Nerf Elite darts and also the Nerf magazines, which are cross-compatible with all other Nerf blasters that take mags. Excluding the Mega stuff, of course, but the Nerf Elite line is cross-compatible. Another great gift option because it's super fun to use and phenomenal as a gift because you can just give them this and it's compatible with all their Nerf gear, and it's a super fun blaster. The Elite Alpha Trooper XD retails for about $35 US. It is also a Kohl's exclusive. I'll have a buy link to the Kohl's website in the description box, or you could find one at a physical store if anybody shops that way anymore. That's number 4, the Nerf Elite Alpha Trooper XD. Number 3, the Boomco Colossal Blitz. Yeah, it's not a Nerf blaster, but it's definitely worthy on this list. This blaster is full auto, select fire, massive capacity. It holds 72 darts ready to go. It's battery powered. With that, you should include the batteries because it's kind of a bummer to receive the blaster and not be able to use it. I've had that happen when I was a kid, and it's not depressing because it's awesome that somebody just gave you a toy, but then you just stare at it and you're like, I can't do anything with it. The performance out of this one is great. It's super fun to use. Keep in mind the retail is $90 US, so it's the most expensive thing on my list, and it's a very expensive item in the Nerf market. With that being said, I do think it's worth it. Keep in mind, Boomco blasters are not compatible with Nerf darts. It is a different brand, and it's a different type of ammo. It's really easy to shoot somebody with a Boomco gun as they're shooting a Nerf gun at you, but the ammo isn't interchangeable, so keep that in mind. If the person receiving your Nerf gift does not have any Boomco blasters, it would maybe be convenient to add some darts, but that's just my note. So that is number 3, the Boomco Colossal Blitz. Number 2, the Nerf Rivals blasters. Yeah, that's 2 blasters in one, but whatever, it's my list. The Rivals blasters are new and they take the little Rivals balls. These are not compatible with the Nerf Elite darts, however they are Nerf brand. Performance is phenomenal out of these. I really like these blasters. Keep in mind the target market is a little bit older because the velocity out of the muzzle is a little bit faster, so younger kids might not have as much fun because it can sting a little bit. And the Apollo in particular is not advisable for the younger Nerf fans out there because it's rather tricky to prime, as I mentioned in my review. This is the Nerf Zeus. This is a flywheel blaster. This takes batteries, so it doesn't work without them. So if you give that as a gift, perhaps consider including batteries. Super fun blaster. They both take magazines, but the Apollo mags will not work in the Zeus. The Zeus mags will work in the Apollo. They do take the same ammo. The Zeus retails for about $50 US compared to the Apollo's $25 US, so definitely different price brackets there. And the Apollo does not require batteries, so you can just give that to them and they can have a good time. Extra Rivals ammo would also be convenient. So that's number 2, the Nerf Rivals blaster. Yeah, 2 blasters in one, but whatever, it's my list. And number 1, what I think is going to be the hottest blaster for the Christmas 2015, the Nerf Modulus. The Modulus is something of a new line that comes with a bunch of attachments, and it's intended so you can just accessorize the crap out of your toy, and accessorize is totally the right word. If you're like, no, that's what women do with their clothing. Yeah, that's what we're doing with our blasters. Just deal with it. With that said, it's super fun. You just call it tactical accessorizing. The Modulus is also a battery-powered flywheel blaster. It takes AA's. AA's are probably the easiest batteries to find ever, but it would still be nice to include them with the blaster. This one retails for about $40 US, and for that $40 US, you get everything you see here, the stock, the little sight, the barrel, and the mag. So the accessories are really fun. And that's really why I'd recommend the Modulus, because this, along with all of the accessory packs, it's a lot of fun and the flywheel performance is great. This is a Nerf blaster. It takes the Nerf magazines, and with that it takes the Nerf Elite darts, which are very common with Nerfers. Again, the Modulus blaster is $40 US, but you can buy the little accessories and especially the accessory packs on Amazon for between $8 and $15 US, I believe. So if you know the Nerfer you're giving a gift for likes the Nerf blasters and all the cool attachments, which, let's be honest, who doesn't? I mean, come on. And the $40 US is outside of of your price range, consider some attachments, because there's no Nerfer ever that I've met says, no, I don't need more cool attachments to have options to play with my blasters. So the Nerf Modulus is my #1 gift for the 2015 Christmas season. I personally really like the blaster, and I definitely like all of the attachments. Again, links to this and everything I just mentioned are in the description box. So now some notes to parents giving gifts and also the kids receiving gifts. To the parents, the ammo is not always cross-compatible. A lot of the stuff uses the same ammo, but it would be convenient if you're not including ammo to buy a blaster compatible with your kid's arsenal already. Nerf darts are kind of expensive, so a lot of Nerfers, at least the guys I know, like to pick one line and just use all the blasters in that line, like the Nerf Elite line, so we can use Nerf Elite darts and we don't have to buy a bunch of proprietary ammo for a bunch of different lines. It gets really expensive. Also, batteries are not included with any Nerf blaster that I can think of, and a lot of them are now battery powered, like all of the flywheel ones, and quite a few of them have little accessories like the Raven Glow Mag or whatever. If the blaster requires batteries to use, it would be super awesome if you included them. Staring at a Nerf blaster is fun and all, but being able to shoot it, way more fun. That's why we play. And again, if you don't want to buy a blaster, darts and attachments, almost always well accepted, especially if you get the right darts. If you get them mega darts compared to the Elite darts and they don't have any mega blasters, they won't be able to shoot those, but I think most Nerfers have Nerf Elite darts. Now a few notes to the kids. I stopped making Christmas lists a few years ago. Now for my holidays, I just enjoy spending time with my family. It's not as much about gift giving. But as a kid, I definitely remember nerding out for hours trying to optimize the intake and saying, how much could I get if I word it this way or set up the list in a certain way? Greedy and nerdy are traits that are dangerous when they're together. It just magnifies. But with that, my recommendation is when you create a gift list, I would highly recommend including a price tier. By that I mean, don't just put one item like the Colossal Blitz saying, I want a $90 toy. If the person giving you a gift says that's too expensive and you have no fallbacks, they're going to go off list, so you might not like that gift quite as much. So if you set up a tier system saying a $90 bracket, a $50, $30, or $10, that's all relative to how you perceive money and all of that, so I don't want to get too specific. But the point there should be pretty clear. If you set up a tier system, they can choose whatever's fair in their price bracket, and especially multiple things within the price tier, so then they can enjoy what they're getting you instead of not having any idea what an Elite dart is, and they say, okay, I'll just click the link on Amazon. That tier system is really effective for those of you who are super picky, because they won't have to go off list no matter what. Unless, of course, they want to, and that's your family's your tradition or whatever. We always had lists in my family. Next tip, I would highly recommend you not be super picky. For example, with the Rivals blasters, you can get them in blue or red. If you ask for a red one and they get you a blue one, whining and complaining about it isn't really logical. If you're a kid and a dependent, meaning your parents pay for everything, you're staying alive because of them, keep in mind what it costs to keep a human alive nowadays. It's a lot. The extra square footage in your room, the food you eat, the clothes you consume, your school fees, all your school supplies. Humans are expensive, man. So if you're like, hey, that blue one's not enough, I really want the red one or whatever, comes across as extremely spoiled and, most importantly, disrespectful. So I'd highly recommend you respect your parents. They've given you life and everything and sustained life, which is a lot, and that's a gift in itself. So bear that in mind before you say, oh, you got the wrong one, or I got the wrong generation iPad, or whatever. For me, at least, the holidays are about spending time with my family. That time is limited. You're going to go off to college and do your own thing, and a lot of people move away, and you might not see them as often, so cherish the time while you have it. Material items will tarnish. You will lose interest in them. They will become outdated or obsolete. Your family will not. So bear that in mind. Just respect them and have fun with them. So I'm Frank. That's my 2015 Christmas gift giving guide for the Nerfers trying to formulate their list, or for the parents who say, all these toys look the same, what the heck do I buy? Hopefully it was pretty helpful. I have purchase links in the description box to everything I just mentioned in the video. Keep in mind, anything that you purchase through Amazon, clicking through one of my links helps me out a little bit because I'm an affiliate. And it doesn't change the checkout for you at all. So yeah, that's my video. Hopefully it was helpful. Thanks for watching. And remember, stay tactical!